What's up, guys? My name's Arianna.
And I'm Maple.
And today we are watching Breaking Bad, Season 1, Episode 4, Cancer, man. Let's do it.
Anyway, say hello to Domingo Gallardo Molina.
Oh, no.
Your average cheese eater. I turned him out when he was street level.
Found his car out in the boonies.
Last guy he ratted out was none other than his.
Got it. So it
cousin.
was him.
Yeah.
So he ratted his cousin.
We find 2 grams of meth in it. We take it to the lab. They come back. They tell us it is the purest they've ever seen.
99.1%.
Wow.
Our chemist.
We got new players in town. Thinking Albuquerque just might have a new kingpin.
Oh my God. But the craziest thing, too, if he wouldn't have killed him, he would have been ratted out immediately to his brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that did work out for him. But he did,
he doesn't even know the trouble he just avoided by doing something that's going to eat him alive for years to come.
I know, because nobody knew that they didn't know he was a snitch. I mean, we didn't even guess.
Right.
We were trying, I mean, it was a 50-50 shot, but I kind
Right.
of would have thought it was the cousin.
I would have thought it was the cousin, too, because he had just been arrested.
And then released.
Mom, are you all right?
Hey. Shh, honey, it's okay. What's the matter?
I can't even blame her because she's pregnant, too. Okay, I don't love that. Like, she's pregnant. I can understand, like, why it would be hard to, like, not get sentimental and then get upset about it. But to...
What's she talking about?
I have cancer. It's bad.
Oh.
No.
Buddy, why? I mean, why wouldn't you want to tell anybody?
Everybody just wants to help you. We're family.
How could that happen? You don't even smoke.
You know, I'm thinking that this goes back 20 years, maybe, to the applications lab. All those chemicals they had you working around. How do they think they can get away with this? You should
Aw.
hire a lawyer. Okay. So first thing tomorrow,
Oh, God.
I talked to my radiologist.
Like, everything that he didn't want happening is
Exactly.
happening.
The best, the oncology dream team. It's good. That's good.
I mean, everyone gets to deal with their own emotions when they're hit with something really hard and stuff, but...
Yeah, and and it's like when people really care about you and love you,
Yeah.
but like, I don't know.
I didn't expect them to be the voice of reason here, so that's throwing me off.
I want you to know that I'll always take care of your family.
Well, that's like such a mixed feeling too, because like that's really nice to
Yeah.
hear, but also he wants to be able to take care of his family. That's why he even got involved in this nonsense.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, you have people in your home right now, homie? You are so dumb.
Hey, yo, what happened to your hallway, man? Did like the ceiling fall down or?
Oh, yeah, no, man, I think the house is just settling. You know, it's been caving in left and right. Hit me in the eye.
But you, maybe got some crystal, man? Cause I could seriously go for a bowl right now, you know what I'm saying? Take the edge off.
Hell yeah, Sunday
Wouldn't that
night
put the
go,
edge
yo.
Dude, I don't know.
Right on.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I don't know.
marijuana's gonna take the
It
edge
just
off.
happens.
Meth, I feel like it's gonna get you ready to fight it.
Just recently looked up. It's more like a formula. It's like way more chemically shit. You know, it's just the bomb. So
Because if he can brag about it.
He doesn't
I don't
even.
know,
I
I
doubt he even
was
knows.
thinking
Like, I don't
maybe
even
I'd
think
just
he
lay
probably
off
was
of it
paying
for a
attention.
while. 'Cause lately it's been kind of making me paranoid. So
Good way to give yourself schizoaffective symptoms.
you know, for like
Especially if you already have mental health
health
issues.
wise, just lay off.
Yo, if you're not in the sharing, man, just tell us to piss off. It's cool. We don't need no soap opera.
Man, whatever.
No, it's all good. You know, I'm just saying. Hey, I got plenty of pot.
Yeah, I think I'll bounce, man.
Yeah.
Oh, he
that
just
sounds
wants
about right.
friends.
Hey, yo.
I feel so many different ways about him right
I'm
now.
joking. Okay, I'm totally joking. Sit down.
I mean, yeah, like he's the only one that we've seen that doesn't have like any family. Obviously,
Yeah.
like the support line isn't there. Like what he does have, he's probably
Best
lucky to
Dante
have.
Ever. Grab that pipe.
And it doesn't seem like we haven't seen him like call up his best friends. The only people we've seen him talk to outside of Walt is those guys and the drug dealers. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's like Look at him looking sketchy.
I
as
still can't
hell.
believe they murdered that guy. It was wild.
I can't even imagine because I know like how I feel like if I haven't done like my morning routine before I take my Adderall, like I feel like jumpy and I'm prescribed that and it's not a high dose, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine how people are like, yeah, man, I just want to smoke a bowl of meth to take the edge off. Like,
I just can't handle anything ever. I don't really even drink that much. People always comment on here. They're like, "How high was Maple before she watched?" Not, because I get too scared. Even weed, I can't do it.
I have to do it at home and like at night.
I can't.
Before
I
bed.
just don't. See, look how scary that is.
Oh, sword. Oh, don't like that. That's a whole ass grenade.
God. I hate this so much for him.
Jesus. It's two Mormons.
It's more.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, because I forgot he
stabbed
stabbed
him
him in the leg. I forgot about
It
that.
was not that long ago that we watched this.
I
It's
know.
just like so much happens in each episode. It's like
When I was
oh.
driving here, I was thinking about that. I was like, damn, I can't believe that last episode he killed that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, it burns so bad. I could not imagine that big on your leg.
Now you gotta switch your pants.
I'm right outside if you need me.
Yeah, I think like her inability to feel needed by him right now. Like, I think she's gonna take it as if he doesn't need her.
Yeah, and you can definitely tell that's like
time on Friday is
that's how she shows her love. Like she very much likes having a control on things and you know
Yeah.
things to be in a certain order. So
Just put that on. This is good.
At least Marie, like,
From here on out, I mean, things are gonna.
in a practical way, like, got something done. You know.
It's just a.
I'm also now I know she looked like
How much of a deposit?
I don't know. Did they say is she like a doctor
I think. she's,
or
like,
is she a nurse? But she was in a dress with her lab coat, so that was throwing me off. Also, if either way, why you out here stealing shoes?
True.
It's not just.
Walt, he's not in our HMO, okay? So be it. We'll figure it out.
Man, it just makes him feel even worse about the whole situation.
I mean, we can always borrow from Hank.
It's just everything's just like a
Borrow
circle.
from Hank. So okay, so that makes me think that you're right. They do have money, Hank.
They have to.
Well, I mean, he's a DEA agent. Like, he's getting that state check.
Maybe we can ask your.
I honestly don't know.
A federal check? I don't know. I feel like he'd probably get paid good if he's that. Like the head.
Yeah, and he looks like he runs his own squad.
Well,
Drin?
regardless, you're gonna
Squad?
have to tell her.
Team?
Listen, I'm willing to do it, but
Sorry.
Power Rangers unite.
I was a pink Power Ranger for 3 years in a row for Halloween.
okay.
And I'm not even slightly ashamed about it.
Money is not the issue here. It's not.
But for him, it is though. The money
Yeah,
is
it's-
the biggest problem.
That's
And I think he probably was avoiding going to or I'd assume he's avoiding going to the doctor to not incur more bills.
I also feel like he's the type of person that's like, I need to have a solution to this problem before I bring the problem to you.
I'll borrow it from my pension.
Oh, okay. This little Heidi. Heidi.
The actual blood money was covered in blood. Sorry, it's not funny.
Or the chemical. It was all covered in.
Mm-hmm. I hope the door's shut and locked because I do not trust nobody not rolling up.
So, what's up, pal?
Did he just lose all of it?
What's wrong with you?
Oh,
think he's-
oh wait.
What? You're acting all. Why are you acting so weird?
Oh, and they don't know that there's so much going on. Literally so much.
The freaking crib, bro.
Oh my god, that's gonna be a reminder if he looks at it and really. But again, great callback though. To the fact that we're just saying like you're acting like nothing's wrong, there's nothing going on, and there's so much going on that he's trying to be normal, and then that
Yeah.
good callback, good shot, good place. I get scared every time I'm next to a cop, and I'm never doing anything wrong. It's like I really don't want to get pulled over.
I know. I never know, like, if it's gonna be bad or normal or I don't know. I don't know that man.
I don't know that man.
I don't know that man. Get him away from my car.
Oh, he just wanted to pass you. Oh, I couldn't live like that. I already.
He literally had to kill somebody. Like,
Yeah.
like first man technically murdered. Yeah, look, he's like laughing it off. Like,
Oh no.
Put that douchebag on the phone. Come on.
it is amazing how like unaware people are of how they occupy a space.
It's a dog eat dog world.
Rip the earpiece out, dude. There, people like this exist, and it is.
Sit here and be disrespectful.
It's so weird.
Oh, you know he is. Yeah, that man lives in fear. I'll go across town. Hell, I can go anywhere.
Sorry.
How they're like, how can we make the most annoying character in under a minute appear on screen?
Major barnyard boo hog.
Oh,
Roll her in flour and look for the wet spot before you hit that man. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stink does not wash off.
You have real talent, and I'm not just saying that.
thanks. What the hell is this?
What about Mr. Pemberton? Is he giving you enough individual attention?
I'd have to say so.
I think that was in our backyard.
Oh, Jesse.
Oh my god, yeah.
They really
Okay.
set the scene, but that's probably what's happening in the backyard. It's just him tweaking. Yep.
What the hell are you doing out here?
Okay, so this has to be his parents, probably, right?
Hey, Dad.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. I was like, okay, because he doesn't seem like he's that old, right? Like,
Got new patio furniture.
I mean, yeah, he's got to be young enough for, Walt to immediately remember who he is just by looking at him,
yeah.
Unless it's a small high school. Oh, this is exciting to see his, background. It's also very exciting to see that they're just having this really in-depth conversation with a kid who's, 10 or 11, who appears to have a higher IQ than what Jesse does.
Do we let him stay?
I just don't know what to tell Jake.
We are not doing this again. We said we'd lay down the law. We lay down the law.
That
Just
is
have to be
always so
consistent.
hard.
And then it's like, but then when you lose somebody and you've just been telling them, no, you need to figure this out, you need to fix it. It's really sad.
It's all really sad. I
It's
mean,
what do you do? Because can they, obviously they've tried, and he's still doing drugs, so.
yeah. Also, we don't know how he got his aunt's house anyway. Did he buy it from his aunt, or did he kick him out and then she died, or the aunt left it to him? It's all a lot more to learn.
Yeah, there's a lot of family dynamic there that we haven't even tapped into.
I just think that things have a way of working themselves out.
Oh, why do I want to cry?
Wow.
Oh crap, Mathlete.
When'd you get this?
Now, hey, remember, not all learning comes out of books.
I wonder if this is a natural case of he truly just didn't apply himself,
We should hang out more often.
or he just
I can chill.
isn't as bright.
Or, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
could be. I feel like sometimes
the
parents
food?
have one kid, they feel like they messed up, so they
So
just kind of
pick a
give
little
up.
picture.
And then they have their
play
next
some
child, and
shuffle
it's like
ball.
their perfect child. And then they take all the mistakes that
guys,
they
how we
made
doing in
on the
here?
first one and try to
We're good.
redeem themselves through their second child, I wonder if.
Jake?
Yeah, fun one.
Well, it's good.
That has to make you feel so yucky. Oh, I hate that for you. I'm sorry.
And then leaving the door open.
Yeah, exactly.
What am I, some criminal or something?
That's the one thing
Whatever.
I hate, though.
Why, you think that's okay? Oh, we can't let that scumbag warp the mind of our favorite son.
I'm the favorite? Yeah, right. Practically all they ever talk about.
Oh.
Yeah. Because they did seem like,
They care about it. It seems like they love him.
yeah, absolutely. And when they were talking to, and I don't want to put them in categories, but when they were talking about how the instructor talks to all the kids and that's good and all these other things, they still seem grounded. How sometimes Skylar doesn't appear grounded.
Yeah, yeah.
They didn't have, it was still very almost a pretentious conversation, but it didn't sound like they were wishing other kids harm. So it's not quite, you know. So maybe it just really is like, we tried. We want you to be better. We want to help you, but we just, you know, don't know how.
Yeah, I mean, it's as simple as him hanging out with like the wrong kids at school.
Right.
Even.
Why that one scene felt back in me is like, I really hate when people who are a lot older than children or adolescents like go and talk to them. That like boundaries. Like, you see this? You see this? Like, come on, don't try and get the 11-year-old on your side. It's weird.
Yeah.
I wonder if those are his drawings.
Yeah, they must be. Damn.
Yo, man, it's me. Hey, listen, you know that product? You got any more of that?
Nah, man, okay, I'm done giving out freebies.
I got this cousin, he's got him some rich friends. These dudes are in town, they're looking to partay. And your stuff is like, so sweet. You up for making some fat stacks? 'Cause they'll buy everything you got.
Yes, yes.
Oh, ballsy, man.
What the hell are you doing here? Huh? We're in a wire? You're setting me up?
Homo. A wire? You want a wire? I got a wire. Speaking to
Random, like.
What's wrong with you?
Sorry, that was an intrusive thought.
Jesus.
Dude, again, Jesse Pinkman, he's got like perfect teeth.
Then why are you here?
Despite.
Oh, the meth use. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like touch base.
Touch base?
They call
You're like the only person that thinks I can apply myself.
we could debrief.
Debrief? That's what you think we need? Debrief?
Debrief. Debrief.
Yeah, I mean, after what happened, it just seems like the thing to do. Kind of, you know, talk about it. We can't talk to anybody else. Wanted to, you know, tell you how much everybody digs that meth we cook. Everybody digs the meth we cooked. Dudes that would give their left nut for a little more.
Great.
I'm just saying, I mean, if you ever, you know, saw your way clear to, you know, you and I.
They really dig it.
It's their jam?
It's the bee's knees, brother.
Wow.
And look at his
Wow,
face.
yeah.
I feel that in my soul.
Get the hell off my property.
But we know he's got to get back in the game for this to be a whole series, so.
Now.
Oh, you know what I hate? That, like, what is going to be the point? Like, what's going to cause them to decide that, like, no, I got to do this.
Yeah, right?
Your share from selling that batch. Hey, I didn't smoke at all.
Oh, he just wants someone to think he's not worthless.
Oh, he's gonna scramble totally and pick all that up.
You better. Yeah. Give me all of that money. Maybe it'll just be the money, or like
Non-small cell
we'll see what it is.
adenocarcinoma. Stage 3A, which means it's spread from the lung to the lymph nodes.
Oh my God.
There's no denying it's very serious.
But is it curable?
Curable? Okay.
I prefer the word treatable.
But that's like best case is remission.
About the side effects.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They can be mild to practically non-existent.
Or it can make you feel like you want to
awful.
die. Yeah.
It varies.
Yeah, the list. Basically, all the things that you'd never want to experience, or all the, in any way you could possibly think you'll be uncomfortable.
Here's our solution to your sickness that will inevitably kill you. The quality of life's gonna be shit, but you might get a few more months.
Yeah.
Or years, I guess. Diegesis J. I wonder if him and his housekeeper were tight.
Got anything to say?
Nope. Right to the parents.
Well, that's not going to fly this time.
How many chances have we given you? Enough, Jesse.
We are not going to have this in our house. We need you to leave.
I have to keep reminding myself that this is 2008.
It's just like, where did it go wrong for him?
Yeah.
Thanks for not telling on me. You think I could have it back?
Yeah, fat chance.
How old is he?
I think 11.
That's just what I was assuming. I don't even know if they said. That's how old he looks to be.
Anyway.
When was like the first time you were offered pot? Or like weed to smoke?
I just never had any interest.
Yeah.
I was such a weird kid.
I just think that we need to discuss it a little more. That's well, there's the money discussion. I think $90,000 out of pocket, maybe more.
My
There's
God.
a way, Walt. There's financing. There's installment plans. I could always go back.
What do you
to
think
work.
that equates
Walt,
to
there's
today with
always
inflation?
I don't want to.
Skylar, say that there is a way. And we
Enough
spend
to
all the
induce
money.
bankruptcy.
Am I supposed to leave you?
Right.
All that debt?
Then why don't you just die already? Just give up and die.
There? Oh my gosh.
He's a teenager.
I know.
I get it.
Well, I was
It's a
gonna
lot
say
easier to
they're
be
going
angry.
through it. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I'd be terrified to drive if the last 2 times I had a coughing attack, I passed out.
Come on, move your
Oh shit.
Yo,
No
I-
way. What are the odds? Is he about to do something?
I hope so. He almost just ran over an old lady. That's literally like when people do rude things to older people just trying to cross the street, it makes me want to fight.
Yeah, I would say like old people or homeless people.
Mm-hmm. It literally makes me want to physically fight people. Oh, I hope he just goes and messes up his car. That's terrible. I shouldn't root for property destruction.
He doesn't care. Look at him.
I
He's gonna
know.
get that anger out.
Karma's a bitch. Oh, he's gonna do something to make it so it doesn't run right. Not even cosmetic damage. Oh. Ooh, I love a man with a sense of justice. I hope this blows up. Oh my god, yes! Yeah.
Oh my god.
I really...
What are you doing? Call somebody. Call the fire people.
Oof. I bet you he feels so much better. And luckily, it looks like it's a standalone gas station, so they probably don't have that many cameras.
No, this is like
Oh, man.
back in 08 when everything looks like it's filmed on a potato. All right, well, he told his family, so
yeah,
we've now started that line of
Skylar had a dramatic outburst. But
yeah,
yes,
and couldn't
the
keep
family
it-
knows.
could not keep it a secret, which is concerning given the man has a lot of secrets, so he's been right to not
Yeah, I
confide in
think
her.
not giving her all, like, I bet she's a great mom. I bet she's a loving and caring partner. I'm going to tell you this right now. That is not the Bonnie to his Clyde. I don't think she's ride or die hard enough. Well, maybe she might be, though. She did go and, like, lay down the law with Jesse. I don't know. I don't think
her
she'd
own
be down.
values, maybe, but I don't know. It seems like the minute something goes against like her
belief system, that's
her
fair.
belief system, that yeah, like it seems like she shuts.
I mean, she
tries to shut that
Yeah.
down.
She was also shocked by him smoking pot, and it was just like, oh. So yeah, I think saying that he's Jeff. Also, I'm not. Sorry, it sounds like I'm encouraging drug use or like being a drug dealer. It's not that. I'm just saying I'm not going to be down if I find out my significant other is killing people and selling drugs on the side. But I'm probably not going to go rat him out.
I think the murdering would get.
I'm probably just we're going to break up. I'm moving out. We're
be
getting divorced.
Scared. I would be so scared. I'd be terrified.
I'd be gone. Like, I'm gone though. I'm
I
not
would
going to
just
report
disappear.
it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm just out.
Would just, but that it's hard because you got kids, so then that becomes like a court thing.
The drug dealer murdering husband isn't going to take your ass to court for custody.
True. That's true.
But anyway, I'm saying she's not even like that. Like, I feel like she's going to go roll belly up, give all the information. But I mean, it would be hard. Everyone expresses their grief differently, so I get it.
Yeah, we're seeing, I think, some like standard ways of like handling grief and sadness and trauma.
Mm-hmm. Walt Jr. is very on. This is the way I expected him to.
Yeah, like
take
he's like
the news.
pretty angry.
Yeah,
while still trying to be like curious, finding attachment, but while staying detached at the same time.
It's like I don't know how to feel.
Yeah,
being a teenager is hard. A lot of feelings that you don't.
Just with the diagnosis too, that's
Mhm.
not the best.
And then also though, I will say, shout out to. Why isn't my brain not going to where it needs to go? Pears.
Shout out to Pears.
No, shout out to
Love Pears. Hank
is that his name?
His brother-in-law?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her name?
His wife's name is it's Skylar, Walt Jr., Walt, Hank, and
it's just not there.
Oh, I don't know.
I can see her perfectly.
They do not say her name enough.
They don't say her name enough.
Out of anybody, they
I know
hardly
that
say her
she
name.
prefers Chardonnay for her white wine. That seems to be in the box, but I don't know. Anyway, not important. But I am like really how they handled it.
Yeah, the way that they approached
was
it
a lot
was
better
like,
than I anticipated. So I'll give them that.
Yeah.
So that wasn't too
and
bad.
also too good call out because it seems like they do have money if
Mhm.
if Skylar and Walt if Skylar's like saying like, oh, we'll just ask, them for some money if
Yeah.
we need it or if we end up needing it. And it's like,
yeah.
why are you stealing?
Well, we've seen it before. People do it for the thrill and the control and everything else.
Do it for the thrill. I do it for the rush. Stupid. Just don't.
But for me, with her, it's the putting the shoes back, taking off her shoes,
She could
putting
have
her.
just taken
Just
them.
take your shoes.
Just take your nasty shoes.
I'm not encouraging drive, but the putting them back is more disrespectful and shows that you're intentionally trying to do this out of malice.
I know. And then it's
That's
like
the
now you'll
difference for
never
me.
be able to steal there again. Because she's gonna know your ugly shoes.
She's gonna know your ugly shoes. Or she won't because she didn't seem too invested in her job, the shop lady. Anyway, we're backtracking. But yeah, so they seemed like they had a great response to it. It was really cool to see Jesse's family dynamic, just to kind of see where he comes from. Again, I'm very, very intrigued in learning more about his backstory.
Yeah.
Because his
that dynamic's rough, whatever.
His kid brother's clearly a gifted student, you know what I mean? So again, and it looked like Jesse was great at art. So was he just creative in a different, like, was he just, on the other side of, the spectrum of like, I'm a good artist and I like to be creative and I'm this, and they didn't really want to nurture that. And he's just excelling at the academic side. So they're favoring it more
well, if that weed was his.
Yeah.
So it could also be that like he excels to stay out of the radar.
Or excels because he said that, you're all they talk about, because he's like wants the attention for a good reason or is just still seeking some
like
type of attention.
He does what he needs to do to be seen as a positive child.
Right.
Does just enough. Like he basically is working the room and then he hides and does what he, his little things.
Yeah, but back to the question why I asked about when you were like the first time you were actually offered
Probably
pot
so
in real
little.
time. Really?
Yeah, probably like middle school.
Okay. I definitely wasn't. But I also did like
But
I didn't have that type of, I wasn't surrounded by those friends. I did sports.
I guess probably maybe my freshman year of high school, like more realistically.
Yeah.
But I was always just so like hyper. I don't know. I was very creative and like,
yeah,
I had bright red hair and like I was like hand sewing things. Like I used to wear like a Finn and Jake hat.
I don't know what that is.
Like Adventure Time. Like I was very nerdy. Like
Okay.
I was in choir.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was really good at math and science. And so I was just bizarre and I loved singing and I would just run around and be weird. I was weird.
I was in that group.
I was like a little weird nerd.
I was in choir, cantabile, but then also I tried to counteract it by doing a whole lot of other things like cheerleading and track, and I was so real weird.
Yeah, like
But
I don't.
that-
and then
that's undiagnosed autism for you.
I didn't have like. I mean, I had friends. I had a good group of friends.
Oh,
but,
I had
like,
a good group of friends.
Obviously,
but
like,
we
you
were also
know-
weird.
Yeah. And like, I mean, you know more about like I mean,
Yeah.
I've told you a little bit about like my family.
I was just
and
curious
stuff.
because I definitely didn't actually get offered drug, and I was just curious if it was like a sign of the times more
I don't
until
know.
probably
I mean-
sophomore year, which had been like 07, 08. So
Yeah, but the most that I was ever like
I just, like,
mushrooms, but like
I never
but
even
all
was
my
once-
friends were like no, like, and now knowing like now that I'm older, like I'm sure it's just because they wanted to take the mushrooms and not share them.
That's fair.
Technically. But
I just
yeah, they
feel
were
like-
like, you're already weird enough. Like, you don't get to have that. And I was like, oh, okay. But I always just minded my business.
I already felt like I was already weird enough, so I just didn't even try drugs.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I just didn't care. Like, I felt like
Yeah.
I was already like on my own,
But
like little woo. Like,
I was just
like,
curious if it was just a sign of the times because again, like I wasn't while I heard of people like smoking pot in middle school, like I never saw it. I never saw anybody do it until I was like in
I know, I feel like you have to be like
16,
around
17. You know what I mean? Actually, like I guess you have to be in this. That's when it was like more
That's what
acceptable
I'm saying. Like,
socially.
I feel like you have to kind of
and
be
that-
around people
Exactly.
where that like would make sense.
And then this was, but again, that's where I'm confused about him though. Like, who's giving him pot? He's a mathlete.
yeah,
he's-
who is he around?
Who is he around? And so what's his like? Why is he trying to get pot? And also, how
Also, where
old-
is that kid getting pot?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I was just trying to figure out like maybe is that standard or was I just because I never saw like that. I was not seeing pot in person. You know
It
what I
does
mean?
happen.
No, I absolutely know it happens. A lot of stuff happens, but I'm saying
Yeah, I don't
in
know.
the social aspect of it because he's clearly not getting it at home. You know what I mean? It's not like ooh, I'm exposed because
I was
no one
so
watches
just,
me
like-
and people leave things on the coffee table. This is like he went out and was like, who like.
Yeah.
You know
like,
what I
a
mean?
Perfectly. And who rolled that joint for you?
There's no way, unless we're just really underestimating his age, which I don't think we
And his
are.
ability, I thought they said he was 11.
I didn't know. They might have. I don't know if I just made that up and
I
called
don't
it
know.
a fact.
He looks like he's in middle school.
He looks like at most 7th grade.
Yeah. Like early middle school.
Yeah.
Start of middle school. We just got here.
Like 6th or 7th for sure.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
Anyway, so that's just for that. So that was really interesting to see. So I am curious if they explore more on that. I mean, good on him for taking the blame for him because I know he's like, well, I'm already the family mess up, or what do he call himself when he was talking to him? Scumbag? He called him
yeah,
scumbag or something? I don't know. But so that's
I know.
intriguing.
Yeah,
and
I think that's why this show does good too, because similar to Succession, this is like a family dynamic that we
Mhm.
kind of dove into some of this. It's like family dynamics and how those things like play together.
Right.
Between different types of relationships and then even interpersonal or like how Walt and Jesse, like their paths have crossed in from 2 different places of authority versus not him as a
Right.
student. And now it's like they're coming to each other more as equals. Walt's relationship with his wife, his father to son, like
Yeah.
teacher to student, with himself, like, and then even now how he's feeling about people around him, like destroying that guy's car. I don't know. There's just a lot, like it's like a lot of high intensity relationships
Mhm.
through these episodes. I feel like that's kind of also why it's like really like pulling me in.
Yeah, and what's crazy is this is the first episode where there isn't a crap ton of scary
gore.
or like
know.
reactions. We're in episode 4 and it's the first episode where it's like, huh, all right, I don't feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack besides, just the car blowing up, but you kind of saw that
Yeah.
coming with the smoke. But other than that, we're episode 4 and this is the first time where I'm not like none of it was completely shocking at a point.
Right.
So I think it's great. They're doing a great job. I'm here for it.
I know.
I get it. I know why people love it.
I do like your question. Like, at what point does he, like, how?
I think the $90K out of pocket for treatment is that point.
I know. And he throws the $4,000 for his half, right?
Mhm.
For that tiny amount.
For that small bag. That's
that
like
they
one
sold.
batch.
Yeah.
Barely a batch.
Barely.
That's the first time ever cooking.
And it's like,
Because I
don't know.
anticipated something bigger happening, but that $90 alone, knowing that you got $4,000 off of that one batch you made,
Yeah, the $90,000,
that would be enough of a motivation. Because I just expected something more. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he wants him to go away. So, like, what's gonna get him back in the game? That $4,000 off of that small of his half.
I know.
So that was $8K.
Dude, yeah. And never mind the fact that the the snitch is now gone, and he would have been snitched. He has no idea the bullet he dodged.
It's crazy how high the stakes are in these certain little interactions. Wild.
Because it'd be worse if he went to prison before he could sort out. He's gonna have to find a way to wash that money though and like launder it. I don't understand. He's gonna have to figure out a way to get that cash through
to pay the bills.
Yeah,
I mean,
he said the pension, but I don't
I'm gonna tell you
understand
this
how
right
pension
now.
works.
If we're out here monitoring how people are paying their cancer bill, and like the IRS is looking into that, whatever. You know what I mean?
Apparently,
I'm sure they
the IRS
will, but
is hiring people who have guns.
But
I
I'm
don't know
excited.
about that, yeah.
I'm excited to see
Me
how it
too.
develops and where we go, and to see how clearly I feel like Jesse respects him too, because he went to go seeking his validation for the money and the half after reading the paper. Like,
Well, and I
apply
think-
yourself. I think he just wants
I
to
think
be
he
like
needs
taken
some
seriously
love. Yeah,
somewhere.
he needs a little love.
Some validation.
Some validation, and I think he needs to feel like he's doing something or getting somewhere,
Yeah,
or
for
like,
sure.
I think mostly just like having like security and safety.
Yeah.
But adding in the fact that he's having a drug issue. I don't know. It's all very they're going over such complicated topics. It's hard to insert like any formal opinion or like way that you're like, I don't know how to feel about certain things, you know?
I have to say, I just have like not a dark view. I have a realistic view of the way addiction looks in real time and like how it works. And like, again, like I'm happy they're laying down the hammer, but like he's
I know, but
not
you also
homeless. He
have
has
to,
his own
like-
house. He has everything else. I understand you don't want him. You want him to be better this time. But like, how bad has he gotten? You know what I mean?
And I also think too, like it's
we
a
don't
matter
have enough backstory.
Yeah, there's not enough backstory, but I think too, it's like a matter of like you cannot, like you should not be enabling somebody, but also too, like just because it's frustrating to be on the receiving end of somebody like experiencing those issues, it's like they're probably not in a state to absorb the information or like the way that you want to talk to them about it. And it's so for them to try to have a conversation with him and his mom's getting mad, like, oh, you always plead like, you know, like you don't know or like whatever, right? But the weed did end up being
Somebody
his
else's.
little brothers, but it's like
Again, though,
I don't know. I was just think like you need to move from. You just have to. I've at least always tried to just move from a place of love, and just saying like I would love to see this for you, and I can tell that like you're still not in
Right.
a place
But
where
But this is like the thing for me too. This is why I'm having a hard time. Why I'm interested if more has happened. Like, has he stolen from them in the past? Because he's living in a house on his own, doing whatever. Granted, he was a drug dealer, but do you see what I'm saying?
yeah, where it's like,
how,
do we trust how
so,
he ended up there? Like what?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, so is it so bad because you feel like he's been lying to you about his drug use and he's doing drugs and that's the issue?
Or are you
or
just
was there more?
upset? Like,
are you just upset that he's smoking pot or doing drugs? Like where it like that's
like yeah,
what
and where's the line?
Yeah, because again, he's not homeless. He's clearly there for support. He didn't ask them for money at all. He just wanted to spend time with his family. He went to a safe
and have
space.
dinner. You're cooking dinner in front of him. Like
He went to a space,
common courtesy.
safe space in the middle of a meltdown.
Well, and his
So
parents,
that's why
like
I'm
those are
just
supposed to be his parents.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be the place. Like when you're scared and pushed back into that childlike feelings or mentality of fear and being scared, like the one thing that you want is a parent.
Exactly. So that's where I'm also just curious about too. You know what I mean? Like he's not living on the streets. He's not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't
I'm
know
taking
yet.
it way too seriously.
I know we are.
And
That's what I was
just-
saying. It's just too
I just
much.
didn't have a lot of empathy for them in that situation, and it felt annoying that the joint was
Is what's tipping the iceberg.
Yeah.
At that particular moment when we really haven't seen anything.
And it could be so much more than that. But for me, I'm like,
yeah.
Not smoking meth is bad, but
Yeah. It seems like dad might have a little bit more
yeah, for sure.
Willingness to listen, though he is also pushing. I don't know. That's just a tough.
No,
one.
dad was the one when she was like, oh, and he was like, no, we said we weren't going to do it this time. We said we were going to lay down the law. So
yeah, so that's why I'm like, it seems
I
like,
don't
but
know.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm
And,
just
yeah.
curious. We will see it. We will see it eventually. I'm
We're
sure it'll
talking
be
way
given
too
to us.
much.
We just, again, we love an interpersonal relationship on
No,
TV.
and we just get caught up. I get caught up in stuff. And
I just like to
love
see different dynamics of different families. And then I'm like, but this doesn't seem that bad, which
I
isn't
would-
fair. Everyone has the right to feel the way they feel.
Yeah.
All right.
I would love to see Jesse. And I'll be all. I would love to see Jesse come out of it or out on the other side of it. So
yeah.
And maybe obviously, I don't know if
I want him to have real friends.
Real friends, and maybe he does get a bag for a second doing some shady.
Yeah. Get your bag, secure that stuff.
But all right. Well, like Arianna was about to say, we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
I wanted to keep listening to it. I was like, oh, I was too soon. My bad.
Okay.
So the next one. See you guys.
Bye.